Welcome to KIllco. My name is Brian, and we are doing another Friday night or evening or afternoon drink stream because why not? Everyone seems to need a reason to have a drink these days, and if I can give a person an excuse to do so while hanging out on stream, well then, all the better. We're also talking about Black Friday, how it's such a strange sort of thing that's appeared in the world over the years, mainly in America, but also I am showing off some of the things that I've gotten from some of the wonderful people in the community. Let me check comments because that's the thing. There we go. Sheesh. Oh, and I will be doing a official first blind tasting on Sunday. I'm trying to remember what time. I think 6 p.m. Eastern time. So that'll be fun. I have it sitting here next to me. It's been, looking at me for a while. And I'm mostly just terrified to do it because I don't know why. I'm not even going to try guessing anything. It's just one of those blind tasting, don't really know what to expect, need to organize and do things and have stuff set up, which I am definitely a professional at. So, yeah, I don't know why that's bothering me. For where to start. First, what I will be drinking in my glass tonight, because I was talking about it on one of my streams recently, I have this, see if we can do focus today, probably not. Look at the word. There we go, 1992 Liqueur Spaceside single malt, 27 years old, 105.6 proof. Back to normal. Yeah, this is one that I'm kind of terrified to try simply because it's a 27-year-old Scotch. And for the life of me, I couldn't find anything. Oh, hello. Hello, JJ. Must do thing. Hello. Welcome. Always glad to see you. Always glad to see the people who keep me coming back to do this, because if no one's here, it's an awful feeling. But I'm always glad to see familiar faces. But this 1992 Linkwood, I don't know what to expect. I've only seen kind of vague ideas of what it is. And it is a high proof. That's the thing that caught my attention finally. I was like, you know what? In so many of my videos, I always talk about how I enjoy higher proofs. Have I ever really just tried high proof stuff to figure out if I really do like high proofs or if it's honestly just something else? I'm pretty sure high proofs are what I like just because. But I also have a few, let's call them wild cards in here, that I'm not going to show just yet, because if I do, someone might actually super chat me to make me drink them, and I don't want to do that yet because they look pretty awful. Both of them were donated to me by my mother, so thanks to her. But she also, actually no, this one was a gift from a family member other than my mother, and this one was definitely hers because she didn't know that not everything in the little tiny nips or whatever you call them, mini bottles, are technically whiskey. Even these ones that are higher proof, and they are scary. Just looking at them is scary. Anyway, less scary things. What I've been up to and what I've been getting recently, especially that. I do. If you check the, oh, hello, Destination Bourbon. Welcome to the chaos. We're just getting started. If you look under the About tab, there should be an email there. I had a lovely Thanksgiving with my parents, and I feel very fortunate that I'm able to say that, since many people right now can't travel, shouldn't be going places. The world is kind of, but I was lucky enough to have it with my parents, and I still have plenty of leftovers, which I haven't even, I had a sample of a little bit of it. But I'm going to have to eat something after this for certain, because I haven't eaten much today. Power Cube, there's trouble. Welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. I don't know where to start with the stuff I've been given recently. And I think I can actually just put the email up here, so if anyone who happens to watch the replay is curious about how to get in touch with me, they will not have to look for it, because I know what a pain that is. I just have to double check. Here we go. Wrap it up. Oh my God, my mic's in the way with my keyboard. I bet you can hear all the keys. I'm sorry. There. Oh, good. I'm glad it's not too hard to find. Whoa. Yes, it's dangerous. I did have a few nibbles of stuff, but I'm being cautious, especially since I'm dealing with high-proof stuff. And most of this is just going to be me showing how generous the community is and how I now have plenty to do for December, because I've quickly realized that I have, calendar stuff to do, which I usually do each December, but it's a lot of work. It's so much work. It's 25 days where you just make a video every day. It's exhausting. Start at the beginning. When you get to the end, stop. Good advice. All right. Let's look at what showed up today. So this came in the mail. I'm a little worried about having it. 24 days of Texas whiskey. I think you can still get this. It's actually just chocolates filled with whiskey. So, yeah, but it's officially the Texas Whiskey Trail, and I was lucky enough to get my hands on one of them. I might accidentally get two of them, depending, because I have a feeling someone else might have seen this and might have bought it for me. But what I'm worried about with this is the temperature, because these are full of chocolates, and they're all full of whiskey. I don't want any of these to melt. And apparently, it has a little warning on the back about it. Make me a little nervous. It sure is. Yes, it was. But initially, I was thinking to myself, well, if I don't have an actual calendar, which, as you are certainly aware, the whiskey calendars are ridiculously expensive for my poor ass. Hundreds of dollars for those things. But then this was like the only thing I saw that was like, oh yes, it's a whiskey advent calendar. Kind of. There's whiskey. I'm probably going to do all of these on Instagram, because there's no sense in actually doing a real type of review, even if there is Texas whiskey in here. It's just surrounded by chocolate, so I can't really be objective about it, as objective as I can be anyway. So that's the first thing I got today. The second thing I got, which some of you may think is awesome, and some of you may be like, where the hell, how'd you, it's hiding back here. Hey. See if my camera's going to cooperate with this. Probably not. I was trying to look at my face. There we go. Knob Creek Select Bourbon. It's bourbon night. Ooh. And this is a mash made in heaven. So it's a barrel pick from It's Bourbon Night, and I was lucky enough to get my hands on one of them. I don't know if I should review this, though, because it will feel very weird to review a reviewer's barrel pick. I'm certain it's going to be good. It's 60%, so I'm going to like it just because of that. I got that a few days ago, before the holiday. Ow. It is awesome. The whole plan was I was going to go to Kentucky this year and visit them, see a bunch of distilleries. No, that didn't happen. Well, there's another troublemaker. Hello, Trev Wilson. Welcome to the chaos. You just got to see some of the fun stuff I got recently. Yes, exactly. That's what it feels like it would be. I'm getting a distinct flavor of chocolate on this one. What else? What else? That's the most recent stuff. Oh, no, wait. Oh, gosh, I have so many things everywhere. So other things that I've gotten recently, if you look over my shoulder, it's tiny, but it's there. One of my first ever Blantons. Look how tiny it is. This is the mini horse, or the My Little Pony, we'll say. Oh, God. Edition. I've never had Blantons, so this is going to be my first taste of it. And this was also a gift from a magnificent bastard. I don't know if he's here or not, but if he is, he knows who he is. Also, he's the one who donated everything else I'm going to show you. I don't know what kind of, how do I put this properly? How someone can be so kind and be willing to put so much effort into sending a complete stranger a bunch of whiskey stuff via certain means, which we can't say here because reasons. But it's also why I got these Whistle Pigs. I got a Whistle Pig 15. These are all mini review things. And what I'm basically going to end up using for Whiskey Advent Calendar stuff. Oh, that's trouble. Look at all of these people who know other people. It's glorious. This is the 15 Estate Oak Rye. And as some of you may know, I just did a little mini review of this stuff from because one of the bottles did not want to cooperate. And these things are finicky at best. The bottles look lovely. I mean, they're so cute. But as far as keeping the whiskey in turbulent waters, we'll say, not so much. And here's the 10. So these were donated recently. That's a fun noise. And I'm only just starting. Most of this is just, me talking about everything I've just gotten recently and I don't know what to do with because I'm kind of overwhelmed. This one's going to be great. I think I might do this as a blind tasting of some sort. I don't know how I'm going to blind myself other than just to put it in a glass and then close my eyes and shift everything around. I know that's been done. But I've certainly mentioned in more than one of my videos how much I love Redbreast. And this is a lovely little sample set. That's the 12, the Listau, and it looks like the 15. I've never seen this anywhere. If I saw this anywhere, I would buy it. But I've never seen these little sample things like this. I knew it existed, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Yeah, that's the thing. If I had seen that, I might have got it just to try it and, do a review of it. But even if it's something I could actually feasibly go to someday, I've never actually seen it around unless it's extremely overpriced kind of stuff. There it is. Well then, no, don't do that. And that is one. And I believe, as I go off camera there, oh, there's the troublemaker himself. This man is a legend, and he knows it. We're just discussing some of the things that were sent here recently by a certain person. I don't even know where to start next. I think it was this one that the whiskey, what's her name? I completely just blanked out. No, totally blanked out. Whiskey Central. Wow, that was weird. I think she was jealous of this one. Balbini. Never had any of these. What's the 12, 17, and something. 14 Caribbean cask. Whiskey Central was very curious about what these are like. And I'd certainly be willing to share, except they're very tiny, and she's in Mexico. So that does pose a little bit of a problem with sharing anything, especially with the way things are. Oh, look, everyone knows everyone else. Good God. It's lovely. It's nice to have so many people here. Then we have this one. It's the Glenlivet sample pack. I know I have one of these. I just have to check to see which one it is. Founder's Reserve is the one I have right. Is that it? Let's find out. Oof. Yes. Founder's Reserve. So at least I've had it before, but I don't think I've ever had the 12, the 14, or certainly never the Caribbean Reserve thing. Nice. You're too kind, sir. I don't know how it's getting there, but I wish it well. Get away from it. Get away from it. Yeah, the Black Friday itself is such a weird day where everyone wants to just buy and buy. And this is definitely one of the weirdest Black Fridays ever. I mean, every year it seemed like we'd see on the news people rushing in the store in droves. And the mere thought of that even kind of happening right now is disturbing. This one, Richie, or the one I had in my hand before? I don't know what it is with me wanting to bite things. That's not good. Those are the best. In the 80s. Good grief. Where are you? It's the Glen Limited. This is one. If this is the one you're asking about. There you go. Uh-oh. See, it's already happening. We're just thinking about it. No, Richie, I'd never seen this before either. Like all of these were, well, almost all of them were firsts. Now, this is the one I'm extremely excited about because on the Whiskey Vault / Tribe, they have talked up Compass Box numerous times. And I'm fairly certain when I was in Connecticut last year, chatting with Rex and Daniel, which again, I was very fortunate to do at Irene's new store, these guys were here and some of the stuff they had was amazing. We'll play. Look at this. Compass Box, malt whiskey. I want to open this one just because I need to show off the actual labels. This Compass Box has a thing for labels and boxes, apparently. Look at this. I'm terrified something's going to fall out of here, though. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Beautiful. And again, I've never seen anything like that. And that's a lot of whiskey, actually. I'm looking at them compared to what's in front of me. It's like, wait a second, that's about 3 or 4 times what I was expecting. This is some glorious stuff. I've heard of the Peat Monster. I think I sampled it once at a bar, but I'm not even sure because it was a while ago that I've been to a bar, as many of us know. Yeah, exactly. I was like, what the hell? Never seen these before. Oh my gosh. Yes, someone. Yeah, I must put this in upside down. Are they? Probably. I can probably just look at the bottle. Oh, wait. Tiny print is not my friend anymore. I'm getting to be that old. Wonderful. Yeah, they probably are. I'm terrified to take these out of here. I'm afraid I'm going to drop them. Butterfingers and such. But I love these bottles. Like, we got 3 amazing looking whiskeys, and it's officially the Peat Monster, the Spice Tree, and the Spaniard. No one ever expects the Spanish Inquisition. So yeah, those are a bunch of whiskeys to get me through December. The problem is I'm actually going to have to make the content, and I've never actually done, what do they call it? Batch shooting. I've never done batch shooting, but for this December, I get the distinct feeling I'm going to have to do 3 or 4 videos at a time, chop it up, edit it, and then have them posted on the days, because there's no way I can. One, just the way I am does not bode well with functioning guaranteed on every single day. Even today, I felt blah most of the day. I don't know why. They are big for me. They're ridiculously oversized, and I am happy about that. I have to look. Oh, yeah, there are. I was looking right at them. I didn't even think about it. Glorious stuff. There you go. That's the one problem I have around here. The total line I could go to is one in another state and also an hour away. And that's the closest one. I've only been there once, but it was a lovely experience at the time. That was last year, and I think I made a video on that. And that's when I picked up my first iron root. I'm fairly sure of that. God dang chair. All right. I've been doing this for 20 minutes with no whiskey. Now, we are going to pour this. Oh, and to show anyone who wants to, I don't even know if I want to do this because it feels awful. I do have the link below for PayPal. People can give me money, and I definitely was given enough money to buy a bottle last week, and I am certainly swimming in whiskey. But if anyone wants to see me suffer a little, because that's a thing on the internet, I have 2 bottles here that are high proof that I know I will not like. I know I won't. And I'm thinking if I make it up to $50 in super chats tonight, I will have one. If I don't, good. So don't feel bad if you don't feel like doing it. But we have something here called Yukon Jack. I don't know if it's going to do the thing. I don't even know what this is. Bold and distinct, the black sheep of liquors, 100 proof. So that's certainly a test about whether I like high proofs. And then I have this other thing, which I don't even think this is. They're also very cold. I did that on purpose. We have something called 99 bananas. It just so happens I don't like bananas. And if I can get it to focus, don't look at me. Focus on the label. Anyway, this doesn't want to focus. This is a banana liqueur, 99 proof. Neither of those do I want to drink. Blah. That's what I hear. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. But first, I have to dive into this sample, which I'll show again for those who were not here at the beginning. This was a donation from someone I know. And I've actually met in person. 1992 Linkwood, Spaceside single malt, 27-year-old, 105.6 proof. I am curious about having a Spaceside at this high proof because I don't even know if I've had anything like that. I've had plenty of Islas, like we have a Bugdal over here. That's definitely a higher proof. But I don't think I've ever had a high proof Spaceside. I could be wrong because I've had lots of whiskey over the years. But really, I just need to get this done because it's one of those whiskeys where I've been holding on to it for a so-called special occasion or a special reason. And right now I'm thinking to myself, Thanksgiving just happened. Might as well, that's a holiday. People open bottles on holidays. The only thing I had yesterday mostly was, of course, Wild Turkey 101 because me and my father drank a good amount of Wild Turkey 101. It was glorious. Here we go. It's out of the sampler now. There's no turning back. I can't put it back in. 27 years old. I feel there's something about the age statements that makes me feel weird, especially when they're that old. Good grief. Ooh. I almost got a peppermint note off that. That was neat. And I haven't even gotten it near my face yet. But the smell of it was kind of floral and pepperminty. Ooh. I'm excited now. There's trouble. Causing trouble. Look at this guy. He's so popular. He's also in much better shape than I am. Which isn't hard to do, let's say. All right, here we go. Woo! Yeah. Peppermint notes. Ooh, it does have that kind of the funk. I don't know how to describe it other than kind of a cellar smell. Or if you were in... It's obviously a scotch. That's one thing that is definitely helpful. Is that there are certain things about smells with scotches that I've gotten used to. Oh, this is good to hear. I like. It's very floral. It's almost disturbingly floral. It's definitely reminding me of garden. And I still have those little... I'm definitely glad to hear Trevor's back to 100%. This is one of those terrifying things where just with the way things are right now, every time I pour something, I'm like, oh, good, I can smell something. But as I've said, my senses are a bit wonky, and I'm always a little worried, especially today. I had orange juice this morning, and I wasn't even phased. I wasn't like, oh, my gosh, orange juice. It was just, citrus. And that was it. This is nice. I couldn't find any info on this, by the way. I can't even use my cheat sheet. I'm just trying to give off a few notes off what I'm usually getting. It's actually reminding me of the well, it's reminding me of a Spaceside. What a shock. I wonder why. It's definitely a Spaceside. Is it a Spaceside? Yes, it certainly is. It smells lovely. Floral and fruity and everything you expect out of a Spaceside. All right, let's see what the taste is like, because I know this is a higher proof. Oh. Ooh, hi. That's really nice. It hurts, but there's a mint note. I don't know if that's on the aftertaste. It's a little dry at the end. It kind of reminded me of some sort of... I was thinking of a cookie again. I seem to have these recurring thoughts lately with my whiskeys, where it's cookies and mints. There's no rye notes, thankfully. That would be a little weird. It is not a Binrag. At least I don't think it is. It's a Liqueur. Let's see if it can actually do this again. Focus! 1992 Liqueur, Spaceside single malt, 27-year-old, 105.6 proof. And it's the only sample I have of it, and it's actually really nice. It's really nice. Was there more stuff going on tonight? I know Trev was going live at some point. I know it's Friday, so Stories and Sips goes live at 7. Yeah, it's nice. It's definitely reminding me of other scotches I've had before, and they're very pretty. It's right in that category. The proof, although a little burny just then, I don't think I would know. Well, maybe I would. Proof is one of those things that feels hit or miss to me. And it's why I've been terrified to go on anyone else's channel where it's a blind flight or anything like that, because, as I've said, my tastes are kind of weird. Tastes and smells are a little interesting, we'll say, for me. I have a horrible memory, too. That's the other problem. It's me trying to pick out something that I remember. It's like, well... It's kind of reminding me of a York peppermint patty. I don't know if I'm really getting a chocolate note, though. That's nice. I have to say I'm glad I didn't hold on to this for too long. It's already been a year, let's be honest. But it is a pleasant dram. And it is definitely something that I think would get anyone interested in Scotch. Granted, it's 27 years old, so, not the best thing. But I certainly see why people often use Spacesides as something to get a person into whiskey. It's lovely. What else can we talk about? How about, has anyone bought anything today? And also, what are any of you drinking? I know it's early, but it's always nice to feel like I'm not just drinking alone after I finally poured something. And once again, if anyone wants to see me suffer, it'll only cost you $50. I hope no one wants to, because that's a thing that people do on here, and I've yet to understand it. But I was certainly fortunate enough last week for everyone to be so generous with donations that I can actually get myself a Redbreast 12 cask strength if I want. I have to find it, actually, is the only problem, because the place I usually go to doesn't have it in stock immediately. I can order it, I think, but I don't know. I'll keep that handy just in case someone wants to be utterly cruel and also kind. I think it's like a backhand of love. And of course, you get to pick which one it is. Either this Yukon Jack or 99 Bananas. I don't like either of those, just as a thought. No purchases today. Good. Oh. No, it's a shame. Still a family. Didn't break out the good stuff. Oh. No cigars. That'll do it. That's the reason I stay away from them. Is it's another sort of thing I don't need to have, taking my limited amount of income. Oh, Ardbeg Udall is glorious. I might pour some just because you said that. I am very easily influenced by that kind of thing. Yeah, this is my first whiskey for the day, and it's definitely early. So I certainly understand why many of you are not having anything. And once again, I'll say it that I will be live streaming at 6 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday, which is something I'm trying to do. I'm thinking about doing Fridays at 5:30 and Sundays at 6, just because, really. I know many people like Trev and ADHD Whiskey go on live later in the evening, so I don't want to get in the way of that. And I know I'm pretty much just looking for an excuse on Sunday to start drinking earlier before it's bourbon night starts, because I usually watch what they're doing, because they're on early enough that I don't feel like I'm going to be up too late. And we can't have that. Can't be up too late. Good guy. There are too many people doing too many things tonight. I'll have plenty to watch, apparently. I think even a couple other people are going on. Like, there's the Stories and Sips, which is at 7 on Fridays. And there's, I think Whiskey Cast actually is on right now. Don't go there, but I mean, open another window if you want. But I think I saw that on my radar. I don't know if they do that often. I didn't think they did. Yeah, Whiskey Cast. Cast Drink Conversation. And then there's a bunch of other random stuff. Like, are you having that? He's a madman. A madman, I tell you. They're very loud there. That's why I can't watch. All right. Whoa. It's really fun when you get to cover one of these and then take a whiff. I like. It's raining. They are. It's a good excuse to drink lots of Irish whiskey, basically. Is it raining here? I don't even know. Yes. At 200, I'm going to do something. I don't know what, but I've done that with the last few hurdles I've hit. I think I did that with. Did I do that with 100? I did it with 150, I think, and that was fun. But what to do? That's the real question about live streams. Oh, that's nice. I like. Once again, I've proven to myself that it seems like if it's a higher proof, I'll probably enjoy it. But again, we have these two monstrosities sitting in front of me, waiting for someone to be overly kind and yet incredibly evil at the same time. It's not raining in Portsmouth. Good. Yum, yum, yum. Certainly leaves an aftertaste. It feels kind of like, I don't know what it is with mint in me lately, especially when I've started to equate certain tastes with certain sensations. Sing a whiskey song for 200. I could. Actually, all my God, the thing that has all the music that I have is buried under a bunch of packing material, unsurprisingly. Would, yeah. There's a slight vegetal note, though, or something. And I think that's what that funk is. Again, I couldn't find much information about this thing, unfortunately. But it's nice. And also, I don't think I've ever had a 27-year-old whiskey, so that's a plus. I'm enjoying it. And I felt I had to have a scotch because I have my Aquavita coin, my Aquavita shirt, my Aquavita Glencairn. It would feel weird if I poured anything else into this glass. I probably will, I might pour an Irish or an Ugal. Actually, that's a Scotch, so it wouldn't matter. But the next drink is coming. I don't know what it's going to be just yet. I could have this, because this came with the blind sample, but I might want to do a review on that. I don't know. I feel weird about reviewing samples. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't mind reviewing them on a live stream, but doing an actual video of it, I don't know. Something about it. I think it's just because if anyone does watch, they're just going to be like, well, what the hell is that? It's just something in a bottle. Like, could be anything. True. It could. But thankfully, most of the people in this community are not jerks, or at least aren't like, here, try this. Although I know there's some people out there who would send Malort as a joke, which would be funny. But I have a distinct feeling if I got Malort in a glass, I might be a little skeptical, we'll say. More than a little skeptical, to be honest. All right. Still nosing the whiskey. And once again, I'll show what this is because there are more people here. Oh my gosh. I'm hanging out with friends. Let's see. Do it. I did it earlier. Don't look at me. I don't know how to make this thing just do what I want. There we go. Gotta get real close. That's what's in my glass right now. Special occasion is the fact that it's Friday, pretty much. Oh, Barkeeper, it's 1992 Liqueur, Spaceside single malt, 27 years old, 105.6 proof. So it's up there. It's lovely. I think Whiskey Crusaders did that to someone once, but not as a. Or that's his thing, I think. And that's what he's like at his place where he pretends it's a really good whiskey. Here, try this. It's great. As a joke. Oh my gosh, good. You're too kind, sir. You're one of the saints, the whiskey saints. I can't say patron saint because that's something from Whiskey Vault. Whiskey saint. A legend. This is kind of creamy. It doesn't sound right saying that, but it is. It's got a good mouthfeel, and I'm equating that to it being a higher proof. It's lovely. I feel like I needed to do the little jiggle. I'm still getting that weird. The best way I can describe it, and it's probably just the alcohol, is after you've used mouthwash. I'm getting that kind of feeling. And there's this weird peppermint or mint thing in here, which I don't know where that's coming from, but I like it because it's not too overwhelming. Stan, you are a Stan. Oh. Trying to think, what can I talk about on Black Friday stuff? I was very tempted to go out today, I'll admit, much like many of you are also having that feeling to go out and buy whiskey and something's on sale. But the sheer idea of the amount of people that are out buying things right now is a little disturbing, especially when things are the way they are. If you lived through 2020 and you're watching this on replay, you know that's a distant memory. That's what I keep telling myself. Eventually, this will all be a distant memory. But I also have stuff like this that can remind me of how I was feeling at the time and what I was doing at the time and how fortunate I am in so many different ways with all the whiskey I've been getting lately. I feel like I've forgotten something. I think I showed all the stuffs that I got, but now I'm not sure. No, I did. It's this that's throwing me off. Is this special bottle, which I'll show one more because it looks so nice. It's even got this little single barrel select on the side. I don't know if that can be seen. Whatever. I'm so terrified of dropping this as well because I can't get another one easily at all. No. Don't do that. As for other whiskeys I get to review, I do have a number of unopened bottles in here, and I'm not sure what is most preferred because a lot of them I've had for a long time. I think I'm going to stick with mini reviews for a while. And again, I've been trying to do more content because we're doing the climb to 1,000 subscribers still. So if you have friends and family who are mildly curious about whiskey and would like to look at a, how do I put this? Amateur review, I guess is the nice way to put it. You can always ask them to subscribe. There are plenty of other whiskey tubers out there, of course. And it is really just a big old love fest so far, which is fortunate because a lot of people can be very competitive. I'm not very competitive. Competitions make me, I don't like the feeling. I have enough problems as it is mentally without having competition thrown on top of that. And also, again, as I mentioned, I have a terrible memory. So, yeah, I know with Roy's stuff, when he does the little quiz, I'm always slightly petrified and don't want to do it. But I tell myself, as he says, it's not really a test. It's just a game of sorts where it's, 1 in 3 chance that you'll get the answer right most of the time. And that's what I've done the past couple times. And it's enjoyable when you do it like that. A lot of the times I just kind of look at the chat and go, well, everyone's saying C. That must be what it is. But there are definitely times when it's a crapshoot, and that's rough. But something to do. It's nice. And no one always gets it right. There's a couple guys there who get a lot of them right, but knowledge is power, as they say. And again, if you're forgetful like me, it becomes a slight problem. Oh. What's become awful with whiskey tasting is I can say it smells like a Spaceside. And unless you know that, unless you have that reference, you don't know what the heck that means. I know what it means to me in my head. So thankfully I can look back on this someday and be like, oh yeah, it is a Spaceside. I remember that one. That was good. It could. Don't tempt me. And I also don't want to open that just yet. I think I'm going to do an actual review on that one. But not, how do I put this? I already know I like Knob Creek. At first, I didn't really like it, but I think I was in a bad mental state at the time when I first had it. And it was just when I was starting to get used to higher proofs. Now, not so much. Now I know. I mean, I bought the bottle of just regular 100 proof Knob Creek ages ago. It's long gone. But at my first sip, I was like, no, you can't. You can't make me. The thing is, I know what and some of you might know what the Knob Creek wax is like. It's just, it's a shrapnel fest. That's why I'm terrified of opening that one right now. Other than the fact that it was, it's a special whiskey in a way that it's not something I just bought from a store. It's not like a store pick or something. It's actually other whiskey tubers who are awesome people. Yeah, the wax. Yeah. The wax. The wax is something. That thing is just like shrapnel. Minty, citrus, floral. Those are the first things that come to mind. A little peppery. That might just be the proof. I like. And again, this is an official review on this. This is just, I need an excuse to drink this, and doing a live stream is the perfect reason to drink whiskey, in my opinion. I don't know why I went with my aquavite motif tonight. That wasn't really too much thought into that, but glad I did. I feel like I need a match or else it doesn't feel right. What's really terrible is I click on the chat because it's easier to read when it's right here. Exactly, yes. If anything, leather is a smell thing for me. I don't think I've ever, well, maybe as a kid, I can see myself drinking, or not drinking, but licking leather for just the giggles. Right? Does Four Roses have wax, or am I thinking Maker's Mark? Maybe Four Roses does have wax. I don't remember. The Four Roses single barrel is definitely one I was thinking of getting because I know they're out there right now, and I know they're going to be gone at some point, which bothers me. Maker's Mark has the wax. And then we have this thing, as I showed earlier. Okay. You said that, and I was like, Four Roses. And immediately I'm like, I don't remember it having wax, but maybe it does. This little thing. Look at that. It's got these two little nubs in the back that take this little waxy thing off the top, I guess. I don't want to touch it. It looks like it's ready to come off immediately. I don't want to do it. Lovely stuff, I imagine. Yeah, Maker's Mark is unfortunately the quality wax, but they also made it so no one else can do that, or else they'll get angry at them. Whatever. Oh, does it? I'll keep that in mind. I've seen some pictures of those where someone just kind of went thunk and put the whole thing in there. And it's like, yeah, done. Like someone was not paying attention, or they just felt like making it a special bottle. I did see one last year, and I don't know if it was red, white, and blue, or if it was just red and blue. I don't know why they did that, and I don't remember what it was. I think it was just I want to say just a bottle of Maker's, but I honestly don't remember when I bought a bottle of Maker's last. Wow. It did. It did. The only one that had any issue was that tiny one, this one here that I already did a review on. And that wasn't even, horrible. It was just the fact that this thing isn't exactly the best, as we found when I opened it. I was like, oh, hi. Other than that, it tasted fine. It tasted really good, actually. Finding I have a preference for rye. I'll do it. This is really nice. I feel bad that this is all I have, as usual. With samples, you get it, and you're like, oh, this is nice. And it's gone. Spraying it on. I can see someone doing that. I can actually picture someone's job is just like, got it. And putting the horsey on top. Oh. That is really nice for a Spaceside. Good grief. I did remember seeing the picture of it. I do remember. But that's part of what made me think about it, is that I think last year, I want to say last year, I remember getting a bottle that had blue on it, like blue wax. And I wasn't sure the reasoning. It was just, here's some blue wax on the red. It was red wax and then blue wax on top of it. I don't know why. I actually have a couple Makers here. Mini review, possibly in the future. This one's got a little tail. What the other one got? Like someone had dunk these. Oh, they both have little tails. So there's one on the front too. Don't do that. And also two of these. I have a lot of doubles right now. Jack Daniels being one of them. Jack Daniels, Evan Williams. Although I already did an Evan Williams review. Don't need to do that. They do? Okay, good. Hey, I might have to look that up later. That would be interesting to see. I mean, what a job. It feels like a job I could do, and then one that would drive me slowly mad at the same time. Where I'd just be spraying and then putting a horse on top. Spray, horse. And knowing how many people are after those damn horsies. You could just steal a bunch of the horses and put them on the black market. Seems like a horrible idea. Oh, JJ, did you? I've definitely had a whole entire bottle of the Maker's cask strength. But I have yet to actually get my hands on a Maker's 101. That is on the list because I like Maker's cask strength so much. I finished the bottle off, and I just got rid of the bottle recently because I remembered. It's one of those things where I keep the bottle to remind myself to get another bottle, but it's not cheap. Ah, look who it is. A legend. Just so you know, Roy, I'm drinking some. Oh, this is going to work. I doubt it. Linkwood. I think I mentioned this one to you. Work. Spaceside single malt, 27-year-old, 105.6 proof. It is lovely stuff. It's a Spaceside, as they say. Oh, of course. I'm glad I got it. I also have my coin and the other coins behind me. And of course, the Glencairn. I figure I have to put scotch in a Scotch Glencairn. Just the way it is. Good to see you, Roy. Thank you for stopping by. Always lovely to see you. Yes. As we've been talking about a little bit, I'm trying to deduce why it is I seem to like higher proof so much. They are lovely things. But again, we have these two bottles sitting in front of me that I know I won't like. And I'm perfectly willing to put them back because blah. Oh. Are we talking about the Maker's Mark, the Selects, the one with the different staves? Because I had one of those last year too, and it was glorious. But it was, of course, a store pick. I enjoyed it. And that's another one I kept the bottle of for an extended amount of time, an empty bottle of, to try to remind myself to get it again. But it's actually been quite a while since I had any Maker's Mark at all. Yeah, Private Select. It was one of those from ages past. And it was for a local store. It was actually the same guys who did this one. And as I mentioned, there is a way to get me bottles of whiskey. It's where you go. Well, first you contact me, and then we find out what can be ordered online at this place called Cappy's in Fall River, Massachusetts. As you can see, I really like this one. But they also have other store picks like the Select that you were talking about. Wow. I have a lot of bottles that need to be killed. Oddly enough, I have this place called KIllco and freaking I'm not finishing the damn bottles. I had to do it, Roy. It feels weird if I don't have him as a mod. And Trev, of course, if he's still around. I don't know. I can't keep track of who's here and who isn't, thankfully. If I do that, I might go nuts. But it's just lovely to have people, you know. It's lovely to just have a hangout stream, a drink stream, as it's been called by the Whiskey Vault. Or at least their quarterly one. I think they do after the dry week. Yeah, they're around. That's the thing. And honestly, the one that opened up near me in Fall River is fairly new. It's, what, 2 years old, 3 years old maybe? My brother worked there for a little while. Most of the people who work there are at least familiar with me in some way, shape, or form. So that's the main reason I promote it. I say, hey, if anyone wants to have me review a bottle and you actually want to buy it for me, if you're one of those lunatics, there's a way to do it where you don't have to send it through the mail, because that's not a good idea. Don't do that officially, is what I'm saying. I cover our bases there. Somehow I get all these other whiskeys through other means. Although I know there are ways to send them through like UPS and FedEx and stuff, I think. I forget what the rules are. Olive oil. I remember that one. I am digging this. It's simple. Hand delivery, yes. That's how I got this special Knob Creek pick. And it's also how I got this sample. It really is how I got the sample. And it's because of the Whiskey Vault and the Whiskey Tribe and simply the fact that I've been to Irene's place in Connecticut. There are a few MBs who've gone there. And thankfully, one of them is very generous and gave me a bunch of samples. And I only have one left. Only have one left after a year of not having drank them all. He's the one who gave me all the Texas ones that I had too, like the Balcones stuff and Iron Root stuff that I've done on other streams, and has only made me want both more, unfortunately. Gotta move my chocolates. It's not a good place for that, but okay. The last one I have, I'm going to try to show it on the screen, but this is the one that's even more terrifying than the one I have now. I don't know what this tastes like at all, so do it. Do it. The force is strong with this one. If I shove it right in your eyeball, there we go. 1983 Milton Duff Spaceside Single Malt, 31 years old, 92 proof. Oh, the focus is fun. And that's actually a bigger sample thing, because the one I used just now is that one. But yeah, that'll be fun. And again, I don't think I've ever had Milton Duff anything. It's another Spaceside, which is nice. Because as I found, I like all the whiskeys, but I seem to have a preference for higher proofs in general. Except I haven't tested that in other categories, like with these two. And again, I said if I accumulate $50 tonight in Super Chats or the PayPal stuff, I will be able to have one of these for the amusement of people watching me suffer. One is called Yukon Jack, which is 100 proof, and the other one is called 99 Bananas, which is banana liqueur, which I definitely will not like. But if someone wants to see that, great. But we have to get to 50. That's the only catch. Because I couldn't think of anything else to do. Unfortunately, making myself suffer is the only thing that was like, oh yeah, people will pay to see that. Maybe. What's really funny is I might not have that horrible a reaction. Because again, my senses are strange. But something tells me anything that's sweet and kind of gross flavored stuff will not jive with me. $114 is hardest to find, huh? I'll have to check. The actual place that I got the cast strength from before was another liquor store that's close by, but it's just a little further away. It's not the Cappy's place, so it's not something you could get officially online. Like you couldn't go to their webpage and buy it, but it's something you could call in for and pay for. But that seems like a lot of effort. Yes, shipping anything is a gamble right now. Yeah. Yeah. You're the one who sent me the blind. So that got here just fine. Oh, here, Richie, I can show you. If someone were to send something through the mail, this possibly might be a good size for sending certain things. I'm trying so hard to not use the wrong words. You know, samples of olive oil, as we were saying. Oh, there you go. The 101 is actually on my list too. There is a 101 at Cappy's, I think. I have to double check now because my brain doesn't want to work. Where's my Cappy's link? Oh, there it is. Let's see. The joy of being on my computer and at my desk, because I can do many things at once. And it's called entertainment. Maker's Mark. Ow. Get out of here. Yeah, there it is. Actually, I might get that. That's not a bad price for a 101, at least a new 101. The Maker's Mark 101 proof is $40 at the Cappy's nearby, 750 milliliters. They also have the 46 and the regular Maker's Mark. but they don't have the cast strength. That I would have to get somewhere else. I don't even know if it is. Oh, I'll check. The price is the similar. So, no, yes, no. It doesn't say cast strength on it, I don't think. And it's only at 47%, so I think that breaks the rules there. Yeah, this 46 is at 47%. The 46 is at 47%. That was a little wonky to say. But it's also similar price. It's $37.99, and it's the same amount. But the 101, which is the one I really am interested in at the moment, is $40. And that's a limited release, it says. So it's one I can get. I don't see the select, though. Last year I got a select there from their store pick. So maybe they just did the maybe they did the 1792 instead as their store pick this year instead of Makers, because last year I got it Makers and it was $70 or something stupid like that. But it was good. Drank the whole thing. It was lovely. So whatever. Yeah. The joys of whiskey is sometimes there are ones that's like, oh, it's great if you can find it. Right now, the one that's sticking out in my head is getting the Maker's Mark single barrel. Those are usually pretty good, unless you get a weird one. I have yet to get a weird one, but I've only gotten one. And again, the price of those are usually a bit high for my wallet, which is, constantly empty. Let's be honest. That's why I'm doing this. Partially, as I said last Friday, part of why I do streams is in the hopes of getting a few bucks from people, because I don't have a job. As I've said, it's one of those little insider deals where you see someone who makes videos online. You're like, oh, they must have a day job too. Definitely don't. They've been out of work for the past 10 years, if you can imagine that. Seems like it would be a good thing. It's not. Yeah, Four Roses single barrel, this place is $45. So that's not a huge jump. But again, if I'm going to buy $40-ish of stuff, it has to be something good or at least new. And those are both tempting offers, the Four Roses single barrel and the 101, which is probably about the same proof, I imagine. I think it's usually 50% for those things. Bro. Oh. You got to be careful with that barbecue sauce. Ugh. Yes, I remember that Power Keeper. That was that was explained to me somewhere. I don't know why I knew that. But yeah. They called it it's called the stave pick for the Maker's 46. Just 46 at the Cooper, I think. So whenever they had to make a barrel, they just were like, okay, number 46, and they'd grab whatever staves they need to make that stuff and just do it. Ooh, that's good to know. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I wish. Wow. Yeah, Costco can't sell. I'm in one of the states where selling alcohol at grocery stores or BJ's or Costco's is a no. Liquor stores only, and that's it. I can get it at a bar or restaurant. I can get a drink there, but as far as bottles go, it's liquor stores only. At least in the vicinity I feel like driving. So pretty much Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. That little chunk, they're all the same. But I know out west, there's places I visited before where you can go to a CVS and get beer, or you can go to the supermarket and get wine and beer and possibly liquor, depending. Yeah, that's a Texas thing, I think. But around here, it's just liquor stores. That's all. Nothing to be done about it. I'm almost at the end of this lovely dram. Oh, that's lovely. And thankfully, we haven't made any money tonight, which is good, I think. Hold on. Oh, crap. Oh, my gosh. Thank you, Roy. What the hell? Unexpected. I don't think he knows what that was actually for. I hope. Maybe he just did that out of the kindness of his heart. Either that or he's a very evil man underneath. I don't think that's true. I think he just topped in to surprise me. But yeah, only $30 more, and I'll have one of these horrible, horrible, horrible drinks. Yay. And once again, it's a Yukon Jack. I'm not even sure what this is, but it's 100 proof. Or 99 bananas, which is 99 proof. It sounds disgusting. It's too kind. People in this community are awesome. If I can just, this is the big thing about this YouTube channel, is that the main reason I do it is because any money that I actually get is to help me pay my bills, or sometimes, if people are specific about it, to help me do nonsense like drinking horrible stuff, or specifically, as in last week, where I was given enough money to go buy a bottle, which is awesome because I can't really afford anything right now. As I mentioned before, been out of work for 10 years. So ever since I was 30, I haven't been able to work because mental health, pretty much, and the job market around is garbage. I can get a kind of job, but yeah, gross. Most of the jobs can be, flipping burgers or working at a restaurant or working at, it would be some kind of job I would despise, unfortunately. And no one wants to do that. No one wants, having a job is one thing. Having a job you actually like is another. Stan, what have you done? Well, thank you. Damn it. Well, Stan, since you're here, well, that's fine. That's the whole point. I mean, if people want to be a little evil with their money, and I can entertain you by doing so, that's why I don't have any Malort yet. But if someone wanted to buy a bottle of Malort, I would have it on hand, and I would again do the similar thing where I'd be like, all right, if you can get to this amount, bleh. All right, I have a feeling that's going to be awful. So Stan, it's your choice. I can either do Yukon Jack, which is the 100 proof one, or I can do 99 bananas, which is a banana liqueur, which is also going to be awful. I actually didn't expect that to happen tonight. My hope was it wouldn't. And hopefully Roy has no idea what he was doing with that. But if he does, well, I'm happy to help, I guess. I know I don't like really sweet stuff. Like I have an aversion to certain types of dessert wines because they're too sweet. I don't know how to describe it other than making that face and going, har, har. It's awful. Sazerac? What? Why would they do that? All right, Stan, I'm waiting on you. I'm not going to rush. But I'll definitely do either one of those for you. 99 bananas or Yukon Jack. I'm sure both of them will be awful. Doesn't it? No one knows why I just say doesn't it too. I mean, look at the labeling. It's trippy. Looks like it wants to go to a rave, but it's a banana. Did he? Oh, that's trouble. Welcome to the chaos. You're about to see me do something terrible. So, Stan, are you saying you want me to drink the 99 Bananas one or the Yukon Jack one? Just to clarify. Bourbon Bites, if you're just showing up, a couple people here were kind enough to get me to a certain dollar amount so I could drink something terrible because I was curious about proofs. I like higher proofs, but now we are truly testing the waters. 99 Bananas. Oh, you're a kind person. Right now, my brain is on fire because I don't like bananas either. I didn't mention that, or I might have, but at least that puts the Yukon Jack aside. And we have another Glencairn here for this. It's gonna be, I don't even know. This will be the first time I've done one of these. But first, let me finish off my good whiskey. Oh, yes. We hit the $50 goal. So I'm going to pour it into a Glencairn and then sip it. And if it's as awful as I think it is, then yeah, I'll probably drink it very quickly. Get it over with. I've done that on one of my things where I just chugged one of these. It's not a good idea. To wash the taste out. I don't know if that could hold up against it with so little in here. I mean, there's that much in there. So honestly, I have water here. Hopefully that'll do it. There you go. I haven't had Jack Daniels in a while, and I don't think I ever got banana out of it. But I do have some samples. And the only reason I haven't done them yet is because I always think of my aunt. May she rest in peace. But she would have Jack Daniels, I think it was straight, possibly on the rocks at every holiday thing we used to go to back in the day, years and years ago. That was a lovely, lovely whiskey. I never thought I'd have a 27-year-old Spaceside, but that was glorious. And the high proof, good for me. Yum, 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 yum. Oh gosh, I don't want to do this. Here it is, 99 Bananas. Are my hands too big or is this too small? Or is this too slippery? There we go. Ah, stop making noises. Oh no, it doesn't want to open. Oh well, no. That's not going to work. Doesn't want to twist though. Like you should hear that crackling noise when you turn this. You'll notice that is not happening. Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof is delicious. I actually did a review on that a while ago. It was glorious stuff. Shopping! Huh. This is going to be a problem. Ooh. Some of us did some Black Friday shopping. Oh, I do. Be very careful when using a knife, children. It's dangerous, and because this thing doesn't want to come off, I have to use it in a very unsafe way. Steady on. Bloodshed appeared on KIllco's whiskey channel. That would be awful. I don't want that to happen, and none of you want that to happen either. Oop! I heard a click. Oop! I heard another click. You're gonna come off. You're just gonna keep spinning. This is what I didn't expect to have happen. But hey, it's entertaining watching someone struggle with something they don't want to do. Not really, anyway. I might have to make this a theme where if you tip 50, or in total I get to 50, then I'll have something awful. Because I have a few of them, and they're all sitting in the freezer right now. Most of them are not high proof, though. Most of them are 30%, 35%. Really gross stuff that no one would really want. Flavored stuff, I might add. Not good. Not good. All right. No. Oop. I'm hearing the crack noises, but it's not coming off. This is entertaining to you. Good. That's what I'm here for. I do want to try the rye as well. I have to click on these things so people know what's happening. La la. Hey. I do, but I also, like I said, I have fond memories linked to Jack Daniels, so it's nothing I don't like. It's just something I don't drink because it makes me a little sad. I never got to share some Jack Daniels with my aunt when she was alive. So that was long before I actually got into whiskey. Oh, damn it. Got it. That took way too long and only made me feel worse. So everyone knows that I'm actually putting it in here. Shall we admire the color? It's clear. Trying to keep it away from my nose. They probably would. And I would have not drank this at all, let's be clear, if it hadn't been super chatted. Woof. Yep. All right. So, have any of you ever had the hard, oh God, what are they? They're hard candies, and there are different fruits, and one of them is banana. I don't remember what the hell they're called, but this smells exactly like that. It smells like a candied fake banana smell. It's going to be awful, I'm sure. Runts, yes. Runts. One of them is banana shaped and smells / tasted exactly like this does. Runts? Ooh. Yeah, well, we're both in a world of hurt right now. What's weird is it smells exactly like the candy. And it's not a bad smell. It's just that fake banana candy taste / smell thing. Powerkeep, you may have to try one of these. What's good is it doesn't smell terrible, but I don't like bananas to begin with, as I mentioned. And yeah, it's a very sweet smell. It's definitely candied banana sweet, much like that candy thing. So I don't know. Can't see much else about it. Doesn't smell terrible, which is good. Don't think I'm going to like the taste, though. So let's see. Whoa. Oh, that was weird. Well, it's very sweet. It had a brief note of, what can I call that? Ugh, it's definitely clingy. But there was a weird metallic kind of thing in there. I don't know what that's called exactly, but didn't like it. Did not like. Do not want. But there are things I'll do for money, and I will drink one of these. This isn't terrible, thankfully. It's not good by any means, but it's not what I was afraid it would be with this kind of cloyingly, disgustingly sweet thing. I'm going to have to drink a little water now. Ugh. The things we do. But again, not terrible, just not good. Ooh. And what's funny is, you know what? I just realized something. This is definitely for the kids. Because one, it smells like candy. Tastes like candy. And it's at 99 proof. This is for the college kids, definitely. You could swig this back and have no idea. Especially with such a sense memory kind of thing, where immediately I thought of a candy that I had as a child, basically a hard candy. Yeah, there's a metallic tang right when you take a sip of it. Maybe that's just the proof. It's not good. I would not recommend doing this. But considering what was required to get me to do this, I'm okay with it. It's clinging to my teeth. It almost hurts my teeth. That's the one thing that's bothering me right now. I feel like I'm going to have to brush my teeth after this just because of how sweet this is. Hada. Yes, that's the thing. Definitely. And again, I don't like bananas, but since it's that fake candy banana taste, it's not too bad. Real bananas, I'm a little weird about. I think that's mostly a texture thing for me, though, because if I take a bite of a banana, it's just well, it turns into mush, you know, and I don't know what it is. I will rinse with whiskey. I don't know what I'll rinse with. Maybe Jack Daniels, just to see if I can get that banana note in it. But not terrible, but not great. And it is definitely liqueur. But again, I would have no idea that this is 99 proof. No idea. Ugh. There is a tinge of banana peel, too. Just a tinge. Just a touch. Just a touch. But it's not terrible. Would I recommend buying this and drinking it? No, definitely not. Definitely not. Oh. You know the rules. Whiskey you like to drink, the one you like to drink, the way you like to drink it. And I don't like drinking this, but I'm doing it for a cause. And that is to pay for bills, as I said before. Keck. I know what you're saying. I didn't buy the expansion. You can't tease me. I was tempted to, didn't. Mostly I just can't afford the monthly price. As I said, I haven't worked in 10 years. Not fun. I don't mind not working, but not having an income is bad. Huh. It's not getting any better. That's the problem. And I know I can't drink it quickly. Otherwise, I'll have a gag reaction probably because of how sweet it is. Oh. I'm trying to think what I'd mix this with. You know, if this is all I had, it would work with Coke, but it'd make Coke taste real weird. Ah. Huh. The thing is, I could have done something like Jägermeister, but I don't mind Jaegers, so that wouldn't work. Maybe. That's an idea. I've had that too. That is also ridiculously sweet, and that has made me think of Reese's Pieces when I had it for the first time. I took a sip, and it is probably almost as sweet as this thing is. So that combination would be disgustingly sweet almost, but it reminded me of Reese's Pieces when I took a sip of it. And I like Reese's Pieces. Didn't really like the smell or taste of that whiskey, though. The peanut butter screwball thing is not my jam. So that's one I could put on the list if people wanted to watch me suffer, which is a thing, I guess. My body is not pleased. Yes, that seems to be the dilemma with flavored stuff. I have other things. Like I think I have Jack Daniel's Fire and a couple other things, you know, for next stream. Well, not next stream, but for next Friday, we'll say, when I go live again. I will have something selected. And again, it'll be the same as this time, where if I get to a certain dollar amount, I will do a drink of something that is not whiskey and probably not great. And as I said, there are a variety of proofs. Like I only grabbed these two because they were high proofs. And I was thinking about high proofs tonight. But the other ones are lower proof, we'll say, and flavored. So there's the Jack Fire and a couple others. They're in the freezer, as these were, but these have been out of the freezer for a while, so I can actually taste them now, unfortunately. And as I said, Not great. Yeah. I think I know I said I had the fire and I have something else in there, which I think is, there's a honey something in there, but I forget which one it is. And it's a lower proof. And I've had one of them before. I think I took, I had one and I tried it as a sample, and honey sweetness in liquor form was too much. I think I took one sip and I was like, nope, dumped it. It's one of the few times I've done that with anything that I have, but it was ridiculously sweet. As I mentioned, I have an aversion to some dessert wines because of the level they get to, where it's just what I want to call painfully sweet, where you sip on it and your whole brain gets fried. Chair, stop making weird noises. Ugh. It doesn't improve with time. Maybe that's what it was. It might have been Jim Beam honey. I haven't had the wild turkey one. That's something else to think about. I'm trying to think if I should keep going or not. I got 4 minutes until the hour and a half mark, which is usually where I stop, simply because I know Stories and Sips starts at 7 on Fridays. And we got a long evening ahead of us. We got Trev Wilson's going to go live at some point, and ADHD Whiskey later in the evening. And I haven't really eaten much today, and I've definitely had 2 higher proof whiskey samples thus far, so I'm going to have to eat something before then. So we have 3 more minutes of the stream, I think we'll say, because you have all been wonderful people as always, except for the fact that, while I did get some financial assistance for the evening, there is a price being paid at the moment. And though it is not terrible, it is what I would call somewhat unpleasant. Yeah, I got plenty of leftovers. I'm sure many of you do have an abundance of turkey and stuffing and gravy. And I didn't eat much beforehand because I knew I wanted to get the full throttle the Spaceside. But, I'll have plenty to eat after this for certain. I have to definitely get this taste out of my mouth, and I'm going to need plenty of whiskeys later on to get rid of this taste, as we like to say. I want to try and, I've sipped this numerous times, and it doesn't seem like it's gone down. That bothers me slightly. Why do I keep smelling it? That's a reflex. I have a Glencairn in my hand. I'm like, let me smell. When really I just want to go, no. Not good. Yes. We got a long evening ahead of us, so everyone has to pace themselves. Be careful. No one wants to overdo it. Ooh. That sounds pretty good, actually. I do like fancy martinis, like chocolate martinis and that kind of thing. And I think with what you just said there, it made me think instantly of like a peanut butter martini, which would probably be pretty glorious with that stuff in it. Whoa. The holidays are coming. I'm going to get some Baileys, probably. Maybe the caramel kind, because to get through December, I feel like I'm going to need Baileys in my coffee every morning. So that's a thing. Blah. Yeah. God damn it. Here's the worst part. I want to finish the stream soon, but I also don't want to be the guy who cuts it early and doesn't finish all the drink. So we're going to go a little longer while I try to finish this, because I was given donations to do so. And I don't want to be that guy. I said I was going to drink it. I'm going to drink it. But again, it doesn't seem like it's getting any lower every time I take a sip, because it's awful. Ugh. Why do I keep smelling it? Damn it. I think I'm going to have it in a different kind of glass next time, so I can't smell it as easily. Stop it. Blah. I have to pace myself because it's awful. Well, thank you, Bourbon Bites. We're closing in on 200, so thank you for that. That probably got us to 190-ish, I think. Unless other people subscribed, I don't know. I haven't been keeping track. All right. 7 o'clock. I need to finish this stupid thing. God. I'll be around. It almost seems that way, doesn't it? Whew. Yeah. Nice. 10 more people. As I said, tell your family and friends. I'll do a 200 stream. I don't know what I'll do for the 200 stream. Maybe I'll open something that I haven't opened. Maybe I'll just do something like this, which is the easiest thing for me to do, or we just sit and chat, have a lovely time. We have Whiskey Musings on Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern time if you want to show up then, long before it's Bourbon Night starts. And I don't know if Trev is going to go live that night because past few weeks he hasn't, but I don't know. Almost there. That's a terrible idea. Again, I don't like bananas. So every time I sip this, even though it's still a candied banana taste from those candied things that we talked about earlier, it's still not good. What's horrible is how much of it stays on my teeth. Like even after a sip of water, I can feel it like a film. Whoa. Definitely liqueur. This is why I don't like doing shots. That's a horrible thing to do. Ugh. Nope. My body was like, don't you dare try to do that. And when I was like, I'll just chug it. No. Body immediately was like, no, don't even try. We'll do the back and forth. Oh. The metallic feeling is coming in harder now. Ugh. No way. In fact, I know I'm going to stay away from 99 bananas from now on. Because one, it's the first one I have to suffer through. And it's unpleasant. Severely unpleasant. There's a little left. We'll get through it. Don't worry. If this is the only thing I have to suffer through tonight, I am very grateful. Ugh. Why is my body rejecting it? Ugh. Ugh. It's a horrible noise. Well, at least you know I don't like it. Ugh. It's so sweet. Ugh. Ugh. I think it's like the buildup of it. Like each sip, if I try to do it more than once. Ugh. All right. That much left. We'll try to drink the last of it. Yuck. Well, I hope that was worth it. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. I will be here next Friday at 5:30 Eastern Time. And I will be streaming again for Whiskey Musings this Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you all for being here, and I will see many of you later this evening. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Tell your friends. I'll be doing more of these. Since I don't have any whiskey, I'll use my water. Till next time, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And sláinte to your good health in the future, because I think I just took a few years off my life with that stuff. Ugh. Ugh.